Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Krystal. If you're new here, welcome to my channel. I hope you guys stay for a while by hitting that subscribe button. So today I am going to do a video titled Holy Grail or Total Fail on a new foundation from Nars. Now I've had this video title in mind for a while now, like since last year, and I just never made a video using the title. And the reason being is because I feel like with this title, you either have to love it or you have to hate it, and I finally found a product that kind of fits in that category. So we are gonna talk about it today. The foundation I'm talking about is the new Nars Radiant Longwear Foundation. I really do like the packaging on this new foundation. I like how it's tall and slim, and please don't mind my nails, they're looking not so cute right now. So yeah, I really like the packaging on this. It's just nice, tall, and slim. It has the rubberized Nars top, and then it does come with a pump. You get 1 fluid ounce in here, and the foundation retails for $49. So you can find this foundation in Sephora, in Ulta, and I believe on the Nars website. I actually purchased mine at Ulta in store, and the shade that I picked up is Gobi, G-O-B-I. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that correctly, but Gobi is a shade that I picked up. It's light 3. So it's a light foundation with light yellow undertones, which I always appreciate. I feel like Gobi is always my go-to when it comes to Nars foundations. This is the color that I always have tried in the past, and it just matches me really well because I feel like it's really hard to find a foundation with a very light yellow undertone. They're either too yellow, too dark, too peach, too pink. Like there's never that perfect yellow for my skin, but I feel like this color in Gobi and all the Nars foundation works really well on my complexion. When I first put it on, I feel like it's a little bit light, but it does kind of get a hint darker, not a lot, just a little, where it matches perfectly. So I feel like the color in Gobi matches my light yellow undertone really well. So this foundation comes in 33 shades, so it has a really good shade range, and it retails for $49 for 1 fluid ounce. So it says a foundation with medium buildable to full coverage, up to 16 hours of lightweight, natural, fade-resistant wear, featuring full powdered radiance to smooth the look of skin. It stays true to color all day, continues to look fresh and vibrant, as if it was just applied. It's supposed to have superior blendability to have a natural look, and it's supposed to look like skin. It doesn't look or feel cakey, heavy, drying, or masking. I would say I've been testing this foundation for over a week now. I haven't used it every single day. I used it a couple times, then used something else, then used it again, and then kind of used something else, and then went back to it. So I do have it on today. I will insert a demo on it. And my overall thoughts on this foundation is it is a total fail, you guys. A lot of people seem to really like this foundation, and if you read a lot of the reviews on the Sephora website, most of the people I feel like this foundation, but there were some negative reviews. So there are 490 reviews on the Sephora website, and it has 3.8 out of 5 stars, so almost 4 stars. So I do have the foundation on right now. I did apply it and do the demo today, and this is honestly the last time I'm gonna use this foundation. I've just decided that I just don't like it at all, and I'm gonna take it back to Ulta. I just don't think it's worth $49 for me. I just don't love it, and I really just don't like it. Yeah, I've tried several of the Nars foundations and they never work for me. I don't know what it is. There's something about the way they sit on my skin. The color in Gobi matches me so well that I'm so sad that I can't find a foundation from Nars that works for me. So I tried the Nars Sheer Glow, didn't really like that. I tried the All Day Luminous Weightless Foundation, and I feel like this one looks very similar to that on my skin, and that one did not work for me at all. I also have the Velvet Matte Skin Tint, and I never got around to returning that one, but I don't like the way that one looks on me either. I just don't like the way Nars foundations sit on my skin. Does anybody else have that issue? I feel like a lot of people love the Nars foundations, and I just can't make them work on my skin. So I think it blends out nicely on the skin. The pumps are pretty small, but a little does go a long way. I would say I used about 3 pumps for my entire face, maybe sometimes 4, but the pumps are pretty tiny. I would say about 3 to 4 pumps equals like a regular pump of most foundations. So they are pretty small, just keep that in mind. So it's nice that you are not gonna waste as much product, because if you don't wanna use like a full standard pump like that most foundations would pump out, this one pumps very little out, so you can just always add more instead of like ending up with a lot of excess. So I feel like it blends out onto the skin nicely. A little bit goes a long way. So I've tried it with a brush and I've tried it with a beauty sponge. I actually prefer it with a beauty sponge. For some reason it sits even weirder on my skin when I use a brush. I feel like this foundation like sits on my skin but doesn't blend into the skin, if that makes sense. And it just really emphasizes like pores and my acne scars. Like I'll show you like a close-up like of, I have texture here because of my acne scars, and I do have some just like bumps on my face right now. That's another thing though, is I feel like this foundation has broken me out. The first day that I put it on, I had a few pimples, and not just like little tiny pimples, like rash type pimples, like I had full on pimples. Like I had a big one on my chin and one on my forehead. So I immediately knew that it was the foundation, because I can always tell when a foundation breaks me out. So, and I've tried it, like I said, off and on, and every time I've used it, I feel like I end up with breakouts. So I feel like it breaks me out for sure, and it just sits on my skin weird, and it emphasizes all my texture and my pores. I feel like the Nars foundations always emphasize my pores. They just don't look smooth on my skin. Like to me, it doesn't look like skin. It looks cakey because of the way it sits on the skin. And I don't like the way it looks like above my lip. I feel like it looks heavy, like I have foundation on there. It sits weird around my nose. It looks dry. My entire nose looks really dry. Like when I show you the close-up and I turn the ring light down, you will see that it just emphasizes dryness that I didn't even know that I had. When I first used this foundation for the very first time, like my skin is pretty normal, like it's not even dry right now. And when I first put this foundation on, I was like, oh my gosh, like I feel like it's emphasizing dryness that I didn't know I had, like on my forehead, on my nose. And I haven't like noticed it as much on my forehead now that I've used it more, but definitely on my nose, it looks dry. Like the skin on my nose just looks super dry. It just doesn't sit on the nose very well at all. I don't know, it just looks very patchy and dry, and it doesn't look good. So once like I powder over the foundation, I feel like that just emphasizes everything more and looks worse than when the foundation was on my face on its own. So I can't make this foundation work. I've tried it so many times. I do feel like it worked a little bit better when I used this primer from Becca. This is one of my favorites. It's the Becca First Light Priming Filter Primer. So I used this under the foundation, and I did feel like it looked better without other products. Today when I applied it, I just had my moisturizer on, which was these two like oils for my face, but I use oils on my face all the time before I put on foundation, and I feel like that really helps it look better. And with this one, not so much. So I just feel like it's too much work to try to get it to look good, and I just don't like the end result at all. Like right now, I don't like my face makeup. Like I really wish I could just wipe it off. I just feel like my pores are accentuated, and you can see like texture on my face. My nose looks dry. It looks a little cakey above my lip and around my nose. And I just don't like it, unfortunately. I was really hoping it would work for me. So I don't know, this might be the last Nars foundation that I try, because honestly, they don't work for me. There's something, I don't know, there's something in them that just doesn't look good on my skin for some reason. So I feel like it also settled like into the fine lines in my forehead. I haven't gotten Botox in a while. Usually I get Botox, I've only had it done twice, but I am due to get some more. I should have gotten it like a while ago before it wore off, but it's settling into like the fine lines in my forehead, which I don't like either. So overall, I'm just not really happy with this foundation, and it is definitely a total fail for me. If you guys have tried this foundation, let us know your thoughts on it. Didn't work for me. I'm definitely taking it back. Give me my $49 back, please. As far as the lasting power, I don't feel like it's fade resistant at all. Like if I go like this, it definitely, I get some on my finger. So I don't think it's transfer proof or fade resistant. I do think it fades a little bit throughout the day, but I do think the longer that I wear it, like the first initial application, I don't like the way it looks, but once it sits on my skin for a few hours, I feel like it looks a little bit better. Maybe because some of my oils start coming through and it just doesn't look as dry. I don't know. If you have oily skin, I'm not sure how it would last on you. For me, with my normal skin, it holds up okay. I wouldn't say it's the most long-lasting foundation, but it's not terrible. I just mainly don't like the way it looks on my skin. That's the issue that I have with it. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you guys have tried this foundation, let us know your thoughts down below in the comment section. I love you guys. Have a great day. Bye.